Hi, my name is Leonard Munson, and welcome back to the monthly astrological crystal overview for the sign of Pisces 2020. I'd like to offer my condolences to any family member, friend, associate, or even your enemy that has passed through this pandemic. I'd like to send healing prayers to anyone who's also hospitalized and going through this situation, that they will recover fully and no side effects or repercussion on their health. We need to adhere to the stay in place, wash our hands when we go out, wear the gloves and the mask, and stay 6 feet from each other and practice social distance. This shall pass. Nothing will be the same, so the new norm. So we have to adapt in order to survive. Hi, Pisces. Your solar sun is transiting your third house, which is in Taurus. Now, you know the deal. Like, subscribe, and share. You can reach me at readingsbyleonardtmunson.net or my email address, mercury524@msn.com, or my Facebook page, Readings by Leonard T. Munson, and you can reach me on Twitter and LinkedIn. Okay, now some of this will resonate with you and some of it will not. This is a collective, it's not individual. You can see the description box below if you want an individual reading, and check out my website and you can get my services. Okay? So, Pisces, your solar sun is transiting the third house in Taurus. Okay? So the third house is the ruling planet of who? Gemini. It's a planet of communication, education, short distance travel, siblings, speaking, writing, teaching, advertisement, investigators. All this covers Gemini. Gemini, physical part of the body, is the lungs, which is being tormented by this horrible disease, the arms and hands and eye coordination, the nervous system, the shoulders, and also the brain, which is part of the nervous system. So some of you might be having issues with that. Pains in your arms, pains in your hands, your wrists, your shoulders, issues with your lungs, issues with your nervous system, headaches. That's because you're overthinking and you need to relax and stop overthinking. Some of you might have problems with sleeping. Gemini's rules insomnia. Okay, so some of you need to have problems with thinking. Pisces, so you need to get a diffuser and get like lavender and have that blow in the air before you go to bed, or get any kind of lights that's in the room, turn off all your electronic devices so you could be in the dark, or you can get an eye mask and wear it so you can go to sleep and stay asleep and have a good rest. Okay? All right, Pisces. Gemini rules communication. So your issue is about communicating issues that are connected with love. Some of you are in a relationship that needs to be communicate things. You need to sit down and talk, and again, take the anger out of it. Use diplomacy, okay? And don't get in the mirror and rehearse it like actors do, so they get that part, they get the character in it. So they take the anger out of it. So you take the anger out of your communication drive. Take the anger out of even writing, because when you write away and the words, you can pick up the anger in texting, okay? And sending messages out too. And the tone of your voice on the telephone, okay? So we need to take the anger out of this and be more diplomatic with us, with your communications, because you can get more with bees with honey than with vinegar. Okay, so you need to communicate more effectively, Pisces. Okay, some of you are redecorating. Okay, so it represents in your possession, you're getting a lot of clutter out of your house. Because when things are cluttered, your mind is cluttered. You're thinking, it's confused. You're unfocused. You're not making the right decisions. It's large. You're not making the right decisions. And you're not thinking clearly. So, and say what you mean. And not just talk to talk, but some of you have to walk it. Some of you have to be the example of this here. Okay? I also see a lot of paperwork, communication back and forth across your desk, a lot of emails that has been piling up that needs to be addressed. I see some of you Pisces, you like to keep your head in the cloud. Get your head out the cloud. Take those rose-colored glasses off. Okay? Take them off. And see things as they are and not what you would like them to be. Okay? So we need to do that. Okay? And effective communication. So this is what you need to learn. Okay, now I'm dealing with love interest. Some of you are breaking up with people because there's been a communication problem and you're saying the same thing over and over and nothing has changed. And people do get tired of it. So some Pisces are tired of it. So there's a breaking up of love interests, breaking up of friendships that's been betrayal has been there. They have not been there for you, and you've been there for them. So you're breaking away from that, okay? Spending more time communicating with yourself, having a dialogue and a conversation with you. It's all right to talk to yourself and have a communication. That's fine. That's normal. Now, those don't talk to themselves. I said something wrong with them. Okay? So communication has to be effective and to the point. And when you're speaking, do your research, your investigation to gather this information. Now, some of you are in a relationship that is beginning to work better because you're communicating effectively. You're not going in separate directions because you will never have anything. You're coming in one direction where you'll want to have something as a whole. Okay, some of you have the single one. Some of you wants to be single at this time and concentrate on what you want to do and your career. You might be dating other people, but there's nothing substantial here. You're concentrating on yourself now. Okay? I see a change in jobs. When this is over with, I see a job is coming for you, Pisces. A job within the job that you have, making more money. You might have to take additional new training. It's something to do with communication, the computer, everyday business activity. Or I see some of you going back to school for something, a certification, some additional education, or training that will bring you a better job, making more money. Something closer to the home. Something closer to your children's school or daycare. Now, the stone I want you to carry in the month of your solar sun translating your third house in Taurus is the blue lace agate. This will relax that communication. This will help you relax and to think before you speak, and that gives your communication be more effective and to the point and directed. This is the fifth chakra. Some of you have been holding back. Speak your truth, but in a diplomatic way. Take the anger out of it. Some of you stop being a people pleaser. Please yourself. Your primary relationship is with you and the divine. Everyone else has a number. So I want you to take this blue lace agate. This will calm your nervousness too. This will take the stress out of it. Blue. This is a light blue. So I want you also to wear something light blue and white During your solar sun transiting your third house when the sun is in Taurus. Okay? Now we're going to talk about your karma card. Now, the karma card for the month is either a house of the zodiac, a sign, or a planet. So let's see what's happening here. Now, this is sticking out. Saturn. Saturn is the planet of structure. So a lot of old structure has been wiped away when it was in Capricorn. And it was affecting water signs, Pisces, Scorpios, and Cancers, and Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So this is the planet Saturn. Saturn deals with structure, so that old structure has been wiped away. Okay? You're on a better, firmer foundation. Also, you're setting boundaries this month. You're also are learning lessons. Saturn also represents past karma. So that past karma, whether it's positive, has been repaid. Whether it's negative, it's been repaid. So you have a clean slate. Saturn also represents father time. Saturn deals with losing someone close to you. So when Saturn was transiting Capricorn, that you lost a loved one, a good friend, acquaintance, associate, even an enemy. But remember, they're going physically, but they're still living in the spirit. So call upon them to assist you. Okay? So the spiritual aspect of this month is the maturity that brings. And the mental aspect of it, caution regarding the physical aspect, limits imposed. So you are setting boundaries, which are limits that you're imposing on people, places, and things. Also, you cut the cords of people, places, and things that was not serving your highest good. So that is your karma card for the month. Learn the lessons from Saturn, the maturity that it brings you, the caution regarding limits imposed upon you. Now, your tarot card for the month, Pisces. I'm going to pick this card, standing out. This is the card of the Hermit. This is the Virgo. So during this pandemic, it's time to go in and be alone with yourself, internalize yourself, to recharge yourself and get to know yourself better. Take this time out to rest, mentally and physically. Be that guiding light that will lead you out of that dark tunnel that when Saturn was in Capricorn and affecting all earth signs and water signs, you're coming out of that tunnel and the guiding light of lessons learned. And it deals with the sixth house, lesson learned in areas of health, work, and service to others. And bringing harmony in those areas and finding solutions to outstanding issues that's facing you. So that's your karma card for your transiting solar sun in the third house of communication, transportation. Okay? Some of you might have issues with your car, Pisces. That will not be very expensive, but I'm getting tires. I'm getting also ignitions. Get those things checked out. Okay, Pisces, we're going to go and show where the planets are at and how it's affecting you. Venus in Gemini. Venus is the goddess of love, beauty, money, the finery. So Venus is in Gemini. So Gemini is the ruling planet of the third house. So your communication is going to be more soft, gentle. And this communication has something to do with the money and love and possessions. So Venus and Gemini, they're the hot thing now. Nobody can tell them anything. Yeah, you can't. And everybody gets their turn, so it's their turn. Everybody likes to see them. They're thinking of them. They admire them. They want to deal with them. They want to take them out. They want to show how they appreciate them. So it's your turn, Gemini. Everybody's looking at you. They're admiring you. They're looking at your strength, your ability to move obstacles and to fight battles and be victorious. So Venus went into Gemini on the 3rd of April and will stay there into August the 7th of this year. It's a long transit. Mercury is in Aries. Mercury is the ruling planet of Gemini. Okay? So Mercury is in Taurus. Mercury is in Taurus. That's a ruling planet of Gemini. And went into April the 27th, and will stay there to May the 13th, May the 11th of this year. Mercury is the communicator. So you're communicating effectively more about love, money, work, and possession. Okay? Pluto's in Capricorn. Pluto represents transformation and rebirth. Pluto will stay in Capricorn to 2024. Capricorn is the 10th house that deals with employment, success, and prestige and moving up the ladder. It deals with corporations, governments, and institutions of all kinds. So there's going to be a great change here. I see some of you getting another job, dealing with another company that is more suitable with you, and work environment, Pisces, that is better. Okay? Mercury in Taurus, Pluto in Capricorn went retrograde. So the 2 letters is re. So when Capricorn went direct, 5 months, you're going back to review all of that. You're going to see what you miss, what details you miss. You're going to do your investigation, your research, and gather information. So when it goes direct on October the 4th, you can apply this. Now, Pluto is the ruling planet of Scorpio and Aries. So Pluto represents emotions. So there's some emotional issues that attach to this. Pluto representing issues that's been coming to the surface that need to be addressed, that deals with issues that happen in your childhood. And since Pluto, the ruling planet of Mars, you're now in the position to take the initiative and the action to review this and to correct it. Then we have Mars in Aquarius. It went to March the 30th, 2020, will stay there to May the 13th of 2020. Mars is the ruling planet of Aries, and it deals with raw energy. It deals with action, vigor, force, initiation. It deals with love, passion, amora. So Aquarius is the air sign, so you're using your intellect and letting your emotions be secondary by thinking this. And so this action is being addressed to hopes, wishes, and friendships. And it's also addressed to groups and organizations that directly has to do with humanitarian efforts. Then we have Neptune, your ruling planet is in Pisces, its home base. So Pisces is the emotion. So it represents your intuitiveness and psychic abilities is very heightened. So pay attention to your intuitiveness and psychic ability. Stop going against it. It also deals with emotions. Issues with the eyes and the feet that needs to be addressed. The 12th house deals with all the astrological signs combined. It deals with secret enemies. So this is enemies that's hidden in these areas of healing, institution of healings, institution of all kinds that's working behind the scene. So remember, some of you need to go to professional help, a spiritualist, a healer, a psychiatrist, a psychologist, a therapist, and a counselor to address these issues. Then we have Uranus in Taurus. Uranus is the ruling planet of Aquarius. It's a planet, a distant planet, so like Pluto and Saturn. So their effects is slow moving, but you will feel it. It deals with chaos, upheaval, revolution, change, independence, and freedom. Nothing will be the same. So that's to deal with money, work, and possession. So it deals with, we're going to be more cashless society, which I'm going to still keep me some physical cash. Already in Sweden, they have the chips in the people's hands, the credit card, the driver's license, the information. I'm not putting any chips in me. I'm not taking the mark of the beast. I'm not taking that vaccine. I'm not let them test me with that bullshit they put up in your nose. Okay? Now I do the antibody test where they take a prick of your blood. No. You have to go shopping for me. They'd be looking for me, so you have to hide me out, but I am not dealing with it. Okay? Long-term relationships is going to be the norm. Age would not be a problem in a relationship anymore. A better, healthy relationship with money and work and possession. The robots is going to be more in our lives. So you have to learn to design them, make them, repair them, and service them. Okay, we're going to clean up the water, the earth. Some of you might be growing your own fruits and vegetables. Land. Some of you might be buying land. We need to have control of our food production. We're going to get the GMOs out of our food. We're going to get the chemicals, medicine, these doctors, the legal drug pushers out of our lives. We're going to be more homeopathic, more organic, and more natural. Okay. And that's from March the 6th, 2019 to 2026. The LGBTQ community is going to be recognized and it's going to be normal and they're going to get their rights. Then we have Jupiter in Capricorn. Jupiter is the ruling planet of Sagittarius. It's in Capricorn. It's a planet of expansion, growth, new opportunity, abundance, wealth, blessing, truth, and karma. This is going to affect all earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, and its opposition of Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. But we need to pick the opportunities. Going to be so many that will grow and expand each year. Remember, Jupiter goes in each sign every 12 years. So if you have something in Capricorn, the 10th house, Virgo, the 6th house, I have my Mars in Virgo, okay, and Taurus in the 2nd, or you have something in the 12th house, something in the 4th house, or something in the 8th house. This is going to affect you. Then we have one in Capricorn 12, 19, 2020 was staying there. 2019 was staying there 12, 19, and 2020. Then we have Saturn in Aquarius. Saturn just like Capricorn, okay? It was getting the Aquarius to September, and we'll go back into Capricorn to see if you have learned the lessons. Saturn, that restructuring. That structure, that old structure will be wiped away, Pisces. Boundaries will be set. Lessons will be learned. Father Time, roll with the punches. So it will affect all air signs, Aquarius, Geminis, and Libra, and in opposition, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. And if you have anything in the air, the 11th house, the 3rd house, the 7th house, or its opposition, the 9th house, the 5th house, of the first house, it's going to affect you. Your friendships, it's going to be dissolved, that it's not for your higher good. Uh, uh, Losing a loved one, a friend, acquaintance, associate, or enemy during this transit from March the 21st to 2023. Okay, now the north node of the moon is in Cancer, retrograding again, looking back, correcting, gathering information, research. It went retrograde on January the 1st, 2020. It was in Gemini, and now it's in Cancer. It's retrograding in Cancer, and it will stay there to 2021, January the 1st. So there's issues with mother, women, emotions, home, family, security. You're also going to raise some issues here with your upper breast area, and your stomach. So you need to watch that, Pisces. Now, the south node of the moon is what we brought into this life from a previous life. We are comfortable. The north node is the lesson that we need to learn in this life. And sometimes we be comfortable with the south node, and we want to retreat back to that. But get out of there. We have to learn the lessons that bring us into this life that we have to set that balance. Okay? Well, Pisces, I hope you enjoy your astrological monthly crystal overview for April 2020. Stay safe, stay blessed, and stay positive. And I'll see you when the sun goes into into Gemini. Ciao.